Hello, the game has started. It's my opponent to go first. I have a fairly balanced rack. Hero eyes. If the I were an E. I have the ISO prefix. Hoisery. Hoisery, no, not quite. Noshia, no. Soilia would be doesn't seem worth 28's not a bad score, but creates two very hot spots. Do I have a compound word? I have the shin ending. Just not seeing. I think I will go with Soilia. For 28, I only draw one vowel. I have the hand component of a word. Hand bat, no good. Hand bit. Bandwidth. Not quite gonna materialize. I have death. The death component of a word. Band. Just not seeing it. I might just play bar here. Yeah. Maybe I'll play off the T as well. Bart for 27. Just as well I played the T because I've drawn pretty much all consonants, including another T. Again, I have handy. Not quite Toyland. The T doesn't really help the rack. Neither does the N. Just not seeing it. So da for 24. No, sorry. Ya for 24 is what I meant. Okay, that's more like it. I'll certainly be bingoing this turn. Trinodal onto the L. For 73. Can't see a better spot. Maybe onto the H. Not seeing a play onto the H. I was going to say diatreta through the T, but no, that won't work. Opponent taking some time with this move. Perhaps opponent will open a 9 timer. That'll be a welcome sight. I'd have a very good chance of converting a 9 timer with this rack. 2 blanks. Okay, he doesn't create anything better. So trinodal comes down. Now I draw the Z. Durzi through an R. That's just face value, not worth doing. Diazo and a Zido through an A. Z, I was going to say, oh, that looked juicy for a moment, but nothing that I can see. Apart from Z for 49. Look at the rack leave though. That's pretty shocking. 49 is a hard... It's not only 49, it's also taking out a hotspot for opponent. So... yeah, I think I will go with this. Okay. It's a pretty good pickup. I have the IUM ending. Now there will be extensions, words ending in ZED. Not seeing great options there. Perhaps I can extend ZE across. Not a very flexible rack, this one. And scoring spots are starting to dry up a little bit now on the board. Ilium is good. Actually plays here. No, Ilium like that. 24 gives back some points to opponent, but yeah. What other options are there? Seized, okay. Opponent has so what about limbos? Wow, this is quite an interesting position. I think I will go with Ilium, even though it gives back points to opponent. I just hope he doesn't have the Q or the X at this stage. But I just wasn't identifying a better scoring spot. My A goes at the end of ZE. I have Frib if opponent doesn't take that spot, but I'm pretty sure he will. What about Herb and what about Brew for 30? Okay, that's fortunate. Opponent can't get in on the action here, so I'll go with Frib. There's almost a 5-vowel 8 here. Akoemati, no, not quite. Umikate, Uthika, no. Forget the 5-vowel 8s. We got Mick and Coma, that looks alright. 38. I suspect this spot might be taken because it's a handy scoring spot for parallel plays. Yeah, Coma definitely seems best on this board. Don't quite have Comitia. I'd need the A and the O to be two I's. Coma still remains available. I draw a whole bunch of vowels, which is unideal because I won't be scoring anything half decent on the next turn. And that's just the sad reality of it. Mika. 16 tiles in the bag. Do I change? Can I extend Zen? Arf. No, just not seeing a good enough play. Now if I change the U, I'll probably pick up the Q. That's how these things usually go. Can I play through T and N? What about or 18? Just keep scoring. I mean, it's got to be better than changing. I have the out prefix, but no, nothing here that I can see. Auto. Not quite autoing. Two-tony. Two-tony. I don't think that's good, no. I think Tony looks okay for 18. Okay, I draw the X. Apart from the Q and the two V's, there are some bingo-y tiles there. I have 4 for 22. Tetoni? No. Degu is good. And, I was going to say a play of orcs or there's no wax. That's a shame. That I might keep the X and the U. Is there a good X spot that I've overlooked, maybe? Fun. What about Gox under here? Keep the U in case to play under the X. Yeah, I quite like this play. It kind of sets me up for the next move. Although it does create a bingo lane for bingos ending in S, but Bart takes an S anyway, so... Okay, opponent does play there. What about... whack? Was it not wax? Wox. Now, if opponent has an I or a U, he's in good shape there. Yeah, I think I will go with this. Wox for 38. Okay, so opponent needs an I to play under the X. And he can play... Oh, he can play TAI potentially. Wow, that's a big score. I can just play a U there. I don't think I can even play... Oh, tie. Yeah, he scored more than I would have liked. And he's got a Q and the U. Oh, this is unfortunate. I think that was... I didn't calculate that correctly. The risk, I mean. I'm not in good shape here. This is... I think that might have been a mistake. It scored really well, 38, but I think opponent has this one in the bag. What a shame. Zenda. Caved. 22. What can opponent do with the Q and the V? I've got good down here. Okay, he plays quat. I think I might have the game here. I think I might have it. I've got reg here. I've got huge here. For 10, puts me on 4. Oh, that'll do it. Yeah. 10 or 12. Yeah, that's better. Wow, close game. Thank my opponent for the game. So 4-2-5 to me, 4-1-2 to opponent. Let's see what we missed. Wow, that was very close at the end there. Liney for 24 was best for opponent. He went with Nurley. No bingo on offer. IO for 9 suggested as being best. Very strong rack leave. I thought I'll go for points. I just want to see what 28.5 was the equity score. 32. Okay, not a huge amount in it, really. Lou for 29 was best for opponent. And then Hatband. And Unbathed. Okay, I should have spotted Unbathed. Hatband, not one I'm overly familiar with. But Unbathed, yeah, definitely. Just didn't think to make the blank a U in that, with those letters. It just didn't seem like the probable letter to imagine. Anyway, I went with Bart for 27, which balanced the rack out nicely. Canted, nice play by opponent. For 39, Hydranth, wow. Very nice. That was the only bingo onto the H. So I had Hydrant, but it didn't play on its own. It needed to go. And fancy that, Hydrant taking a H. Very nice. Then Fetus for 30 was best for opponent. He went with Fun. Antidoron through AN. Very nice. Onto the trip. Antidoron. Very nice. Trinodal was the other one for 73. And Telasses for 80. Opponent played Telasses in column I for 70. Zitty for 46. Wow. Where was that? A. Down there. No, I don't like that. That'll give back an easy 40 points for opponent. And no, I'm just not a fan of that one. So Z seems fine for 49 with a poor rack leave, but at least it takes out a hot spot. And yeah, it didn't give too much back to opponent. He did get seized out of that for 50. But he did have to burn some good bingo tiles in order to do that. Ilium for 24 was my play, but Odium for 28 at 14B. Odium, yeah, not bad, but it does give back easy scoring spots, and Odium takes a P as well with 2 P's to come. So no, I don't like Odium. Ilium seems okay, although it also opened up a hot spot, which luckily opponent couldn't take advantage of. Coating through a T and the N, that sorted the rack out nicely. Opponent went with G, and then Mofo for 41. Where was that? Mem. E5. Mofo. Damn. And Bromo. Okay, Bromo's nice. 41 as well. I went with Frib for 36. It did take out a hot spot, so it's a little bit more valuable than the 36 points, because it's a really hot spot. An opponent could have easily got a 50-point play there if I left it. Opponent goes with Can. Coma for 38, but Camotes for 50. Look at that. E5. Camotes. Beautiful. Extending all the way down and joining up with ES. I went with Coma, and then opponent had Oop for 21, but Potato for 31 at 12A. Very nice. Now oo for 17 with a decent rack leave. I went for or for 18. Similar idea. Taj for 28. Opponent went with Joe for 26. Agunoth onto the H. Agunoth. Very strange word, that one. I have seen it before, but don't think I would spot it in a game. Maybe now I will. I went with Tony for 18, keeping the board tight. And patting through T and N was best for opponent, 28 points. He actually went with Peg for 20. Now, I was just about to say Peg takes a H, but both H's gone. Wox for 38 is being suggested as best, probably because it's the highest score, but I guess I was unlucky that opponent had a 47-point comeback play, because there weren't a lot of... Let me just have a look at the tiles from my perspective. When I play Wox, yeah, there's not a lot I can get hit with. There's not I still like Wox, actually, even after being hit with a 50-point play. Anyway, Caved for 22, Vug for 24. Now, yeah, K5, Vug and Sig. I think I wanted to go out in 2 here. That was my idea with Caved, and Caved scored fairly well, 22. Same equity scores anyway. And then opponent had, wow, Vaquero, L2. Look at that. My V actually helped him. Vaquero for 40. That would have sealed it. 528. And I would have had to score 29 less 8. 21 I would have had to have scored. And I only had 14. So yeah, Vaquero wins the game. Luckily opponent didn't spot that one. Is a bit of a tricky word, Vaquero. He went with Quat. Even the second best one wasn't enough to win. Good for 12 to go out, and that gave me the win by 13 points. So good game. 1 or 2 misses, and very close. Vaquero the winning play. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.